Survival is only the beginning. Welcome back to the Great Circle, an upcoming animal survival game set in a giant African caldera. I'm TJ, developer for the game, and I'm doing another live development stream. This is actually a more impromptu thing. I actually was messing around with my settings in OBS and hit the start streaming thing by accident. And, as I thought about just cutting it short, I just can't let it keep going. So I'm just going to go ahead and let it record. And what I was in the middle of doing was just experimenting with some caves and stuff in the Great Circle, which we don't have any caves yet. So yeah, so I will be working on some caves here. If you have any questions about the game or the caves, feel free to ask them live in the chat. I'll answer them as I go. Hopefully the bot is working. If it's not, I'll just read the chats myself. Why did I just commit to doing that? And of course, if you miss a stream, you can ask questions in the form of comments below the video, and I'll get back to those individually later. Thanks so much, guys. Hope you're having a good evening. Welcome to the late night stream. Let's get started. What up? How's it going, Jay? And here's where wait, let me take some of this stuff off. You guys don't need to see all that. There we go. This is where I'm working right now. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Well, in these areas. So I'm in the middle of seeing if I can create a cave system. And I've got a kind of mapped out area. Here's where I am. And I'm kind of experimenting with the look of the rock interior and then the look of the rock exterior. I think we'll put the green outside and the orangey yellow ones inside, but we'll see. This is a pillar. But first, let's get the rocks. Let's line up some more and just get a feel for how we're looking here. A nice little view of the wall. Idea for how I want to do this, but of course this is my first attempt. Get down here as if we're in the cave. Get a feel for it. Oops. Keep forgetting to switch that back. gonna just ask you here. I tried to ask on Instagram. Oh, hang on. I can't see Jack. I cannot see anything. Switch to elephant. I didn't realize the grass was that high. Okay. Better. Let me see here. So I'm gonna try to ask you here. I tried to ask on Instagram, but I wanted to know if I could be a part of your team. I really like the game. I'm loyal. I won't expose. I swear to God, I just want to be a part of something. Oh man, thank you so much for the offer and just wanting to be a part of something that's just developing, you know. I got a decline at this point, but I'll keep this in mind for in the future when I feel like we're ready to have more than just me. Things get a little more complicated when there's more than one person to be a part of the development process, but I certainly would appreciate knowing who's interested now, because eventually we will get beyond this phase and we'll want to accelerate development with, you know, having some artists join the team and work on specific things. There are some people who like working on certain types of things like animals, some people who like doing map work, some people who like doing just hard code, so that's going to be useful. Can't do it right now, but I'll keep that in mind in the future. If you're still interested later on, I'll keep that in mind. As far as testing out bugs and stuff, yes, you will be able to do that very, very soon, actually. That's actually one of the main reasons that I'm releasing the test builds, is to have people help with the testing. Let's see. I really should lower this grass or make the model bigger so I can... You know what? That's I can see well enough to see. I should just line the walls with this. So let's do that. But yeah, that'd be useful. But I'll keep that in mind for a later date. Let's see here. I guess the proper term for that is like you be on the QA team. Where is it? For beta testing. I don't know the proper term. I need to make this flat. We need to squish this. Let me see, I DM'd you on Discord. It's Young Sauce. Could you let me know when I can be? Q&A? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I will definitely keep that list. And you're one of the first people to ask, so as soon as it's available, I'll reach out. That looks not too bad. I guess we don't need to have this be a huge cave. It's only one part. You know what? I think the green will look good inside too. I was only going to do the outside with the green rocks, but I think this should be lining the walls. So this will be like a green algae kind of grown cave, and it makes sense because the wetlands is right over there. So this kind of wet, dingy looking cave makes a lot of sense over here. And you also said, and I saw this game from Valachi and I follow you ever since. Thank you. Yeah, Valachi's video did a lot for us, getting folks aware about this game. Really appreciated him making that video. I think I remember, like, on Discord, if you're a manager of a server, it like shows you like all the new people coming in, and it'll like separate it by days. The day after he made that video, it was like it jumped from like 1 or 2 people a day to like 56 in one day. But you know, we gotta keep working, we gotta keep doing our thing here. It's imperative that the work continue. Kind of like it coming out of the wall like that. I wonder if it needs to be airtight, you know? Like, it'll be dark without any light, so maybe there should be like some sunlight peeking in. Maybe I can do it with another one of these rocks and just turn it upside down. Spread it out a little more. It'll look like a big pancake rock. But it almost looks too perfect. Like, no rock would just end up like that, right? So it kind of needs to be like almost igneous. So it needs to be longer and like going into the ground or something. Bring it up around. Let's see here. Can do a little landscape magic real quick. You're doing a great thing. I get kind of tired of playing dino games, so I'm glad you took a step forward in making this game. Thank you. Yeah, you know, dino games is where it started for me. And I was like taken with the idea, you know, the concept of the survival genre. And I wanted to know, at first I was just trying to find another game to play. Like, I want to play this, like the Isle, but I wanted to try it with like regular animals. I couldn't find another game, so that kind of led me to work on this. If I had found another game already, probably wouldn't have started working on this. I might still be trying to do game development, but I probably would have just been doing a different game. It's not coming up. Maybe I can. That's interesting. I didn't know that that's a limitation. Let me try this one more time. You know what? I should do it with rocks. The landscape is a little bit smooth this out a little bit. Should depend more on rocks. Can you stream whenever you develop? I would watch all the time. Thank you. I would have like 24-hour streams then. But I'm basically just doing this right now. I'm doing like a mad dash to finish this version of the game 1.6 so that I can try to get to the next stage. We're getting to the point where I've got to, gonna have to move it to the next stage because I can't do this forever. Oh yeah, I've been working on this more than any other projects for like the past year. And I do a bunch of different things. Like I do filmmaking, I do a lot of different stuff, some sound design. But this project, I really got serious about it. So I'm just about at the point where I said to myself, if I'm still working on this project by this time, then I really should move it to the next stage, and I gotta start looking at it as like more of a serious thing, like a business kind of thing, instead of just like a hobby or like a passion thing. Because if you're gonna be putting this much time into it, you need to be making a living off of it, in my opinion. Let's see. Why is it showing the... There we go. That's weird. Okay. This is actually really cool. There's different entrances you can have to this cave, I guess. I guess it's alright to leave that there. This will look really nice, like at different parts of the day. Like if you leave some sunroof in, then like the sun can like shine some light through. But I can't have it like this. This looks too designed. It needs to look like a formation. It's gotta be like that. Get rid of this. Do some landscape magic. Wait, what is happening? Why is it painful? Okay. So we need to flatten this out. Let's give it a walk. Still leaves some things to be desired, but basic structure is kind of in place. What type of animals will live in the cave? Whoever wants to use it. This will basically protect you from a lot of the elements, like rain. It'll protect you from tornadoes. Flooding it can't protect you from, but this is, whoever can find the shelter can use it, basically. And that's the border to central grasslands there. Alright, so let's see if we can get this grass down. That way we can see the cave a bit better. Came from the generator, so I'm gonna have to put these back in manually. Howdy, Oakley. Yep, doing caves this time. Meerkat? No, this is a pillar. I'm going to put these in here once I'm done lining the walls and stuff. I'm also going to create sanctums. So this cave will connect with another. Actually, maybe this one won't connect with another, but if you look, what I'm doing is I'm gonna create a cave system. So you can basically get from one side of this part of the map, go through the caves to get to the marshlands over here. Might as well erase some of these. Move that the first rock backward a little bit so we can get some sunlight coming in there. Well, it looks like I gotta move it back a lot. Some sunlight peeking in through here. Let's save everything before something bad happens and I'll lose my progress. Oh, you were asking, is the meerkat model final? No. We're gonna have another version of the meerkat that's gonna look better than that. But we might be on that model for some time. I'm not sure how long. I'll have a better idea when I get back to working on the digging and grubbing system, and I spend more time specifically working with the meerkat and scorpion and aardvark and those kind of animals and stuff. Give me a second, I need to pull up my stats. Oh, the footage of the meerkat in the trailer? No, it's not new. I'm trying to remember what exactly we saw. Let me see. Hang on. It's not a new meerkat. I've had that meerkat for a very long time, actually. That's the fennec fox there. Should be right after this clip here. Nope, not after that. After this one? Is it even in this trailer? No, there it is. Yeah, that's older. Okay, so what we're doing is we're gonna move. 1 second. What was I doing again? Oh yeah, why is all this grass still here again? I forgot. Let me get rid of this grass. It's gotta be smaller grass if it's gonna be in. don't want to jinx it. I think it will. I'm testing like exports of the game now. So like every couple hours or so on my other computer, it's like exporting the game as a finished piece to kind of test out. Big ass cave. Cave of the Elephants. Okay. Let's finish the walls. We'll put some pillars in, and we'll see about decorating with foliage and whatnot. Ugly. Let me take that out and put it back in. Maybe I rendered it wrong. I forgot I could put like salt stacks and stuff in here. Let me see how this looks real quick. You need to render the skin for that. How about this one? Is there any known game-breaking bugs that you found, and how's that bug testing been going? Oh, absolutely. The game-breaking bugs are the only thing that's been holding 1.6 back. It's been going good. It's just there's this funny thing that happens in game development where you do one thing and you solve it, but then it's like there's another thing that you only discover as you're exporting the game. The game engine is designed to like sweep the entire game for like stuff that it doesn't sweep for while you're making the game. So a lot of times you will find stuff during the cooking phase is what it's called, or building grass maps, or like just doing that thing that it does where it checks every bit of code that you have in the game. And if there's anything wrong at all, it will screw it up. Like if there is put it like this, the worst bugs are red bugs, or what I call them, because they show up as red lines in the log, right? If a model that you're not even using has one, and it's a part of the game, even if you don't use it, the game won't work. It breaks it. Because it assumes that you're going to use it, and it thinks that when you're going to use it, it's going to break it anyway, so it just goes ahead and breaks it then. Or it just prevents you from finishing it then. Stuff like that has been the issue. And also just I have a limited graphics capability on my current setup, so it's like it can only handle so much. So I haven't been able to go as fast as I probably could go if I had better stuff. But slow and steady. That kind of looks like it goes here, right? It's got some green algae and stuff on it. Let's see what else we can put in here. But anyways, as far as like fixing the bugs, like sometimes it's as simple as, oh, as soon as you spot the bug, you know exactly how to fix it. But then there are these other issues that is like you're not sure if it's you or if it's the engine. You're also not sure if you need to recreate the entire project or if there's certain parts of the project that you can delete and make it work. So there's then you have to make backups of the entire project on separate hard drives and everything just in case. It can get a little bit complicated and annoyingly tedious. It can be a lot of work. You know what, let me look at some source material real quick. Let me take a look at something. Look at some caves. I saw this one image that I was just thinking of in my head that I wanted to use, but I don't think I'll be able to find it again. Oh yeah, I need to have the ones coming down from the roof too. I want to put one of these in the ground, like a big ass sanctum type cave, like deep under, like it'll be like so big, it'll be as big as a middle section of the entire map, like just underground. That would be really cool. Look a little dingy, but kind of good enough, right? What the hell is this? Oh, forgot about that plant. Maybe I can put some foliage on the ceiling to kind of help hide how dingy that looks. Let's see, let's try this one. No, it's too bright. No. Still. I'm gonna have to leave that one. Let's try. Kind of looks the same as the other one. Well, let's put some bigger boulders in here. Let's put one of these greenies. Is Fennec Fox model, baby model done? Nope. Probably gonna have to scale the Fennec Fox until that gets done. Because I don't want to take it out. Like the situation with the zebra is I'm leaving the zebra out because I don't have a baby model for it. The Fennec Fox, it's so small, you know what I mean? Like it's like a scaled Fennec Fox probably looks like I mean, I'm speaking out of term here, but it's like I don't think people will mind if we scale the Fennec Fox. Artistically, I don't think that's that bad of a thing to have to do. That's understandable. Plus, I just really like the Fennec Fox, so I'm just kind of giving it a little extra liberty, a little extra breathing room. I'm getting a feeling, this is freezing up. I'm getting a feeling that I should have hit the save button. Okay, let's. All right, let's hit the save button while we have the chance. Alrighty, 40% saved. 88%. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Done. Woo. How many keys will there be for calls? I think to start we should probably have the basic 4. You know, your 1, your broadcast, your 2 is your friendly call, your 3 your threatened call, your 4 is your surrender, submissive, don't kill me call. But obviously I want to go beyond that too. Like I want to be able to do things like do mating calls and do like a challenge for alpha status calls and stuff like that. Alright, well this is our first cave. It needs work, but it's technically a cave. Nobody can take that away. I need to get rid of this grass though. Give me a second, I gotta clear this grass. I'm gonna replace it with some smaller grass. Because the elephants look ridiculously small walking in there. Mine on the sides, but it's gotta be short in the middle. Now we just pepper the ground with the tiny ones. Maybe I don't like the brighter green mixing in with the lesser green ones, the darker green one. Let's erase. Erase. And let's start again. Better. somehow it looks too... Something about that ROM is bothering me too. Let's get rid of that. And the walls need to be covered with the same kind of rock because it looks a little dingy. Can you answer about if 1.6 will be released? I don't know if you already answered it, but I had to pause the stream. Yeah, 1.6, I don't know exactly when it will be released. I'm trying to release it this month, but it is quite imminent. I'm testing daily exports of this game, which is like one of the last steps before I release it for you guys to test in Discord and stuff. Let's see here. Released by the end of this month. Wait, so by release, do you mean we can play it in its alpha stage? Yes, that's what I mean by that. So basically, I'm going to make it available to either everyone on Discord or everyone who's in the Discord now through another channel that I may have set up the past couple months. But yeah, you are going to actually be able to play it. You, just like how you saw me playing with the elephant and stuff, you'll be able to play with the elephant and other animals in this map that I'm making right this second. The export is going the way that it goes, you know. When I wanted to release the first version of the game, the test build 1, by January 1st, I ended up releasing it some days later because, you know, I'd never released a game before, and like I said, when you go to that export phase, the engine does certain checks that it doesn't do while you're making the game. And that's when it reveals certain flaws and bugs that have gone either unnoticed, or maybe you were going to do it and you forgot about it and days go by and it stays gone, but it finds them. And basically any one of those red bugs will break the game and cause it to not work. So if you have even one of those in your game code, it won't let you correctly export. there's several ways you can go about fixing that, but yeah. But it's going okay. I haven't encountered anything that I cannot deal with. I've encountered some stuff that I haven't really figured out on my own, but there are resources and stuff, like people who have encountered some similar issues, and there are some tips available. So it's going. It'll get done. What can I do with this rock? Don't want to force it. Don't know what to do with that rock. Just leave it as is for now. Alright, so maybe we can line the outside with some rocks. Drop a nice big boulder right here. Like, what's wrong with this picture is it just looks so open. It's so big and it looks so open. It kind of feels like it should have a mouth. So maybe we take this. Put it on the other side. And I need to cover up this too because it looks so, the way that I did those rocks, they look like paper from there, so maybe I need to do another one. And just tuck it into the ground. It's gotta be reversed because the green side is the one that I really want. That looks better. Use a couple more boulders out here. I was a lion or something, I would like to have something to like sit down on. Maybe I can put like a sideways flatter rock. Let me see, that one's not very flat. How about this one? Is that the actual rendered skin? Yeah, it's too bright, it doesn't fit. It might be good enough. Let's see here. Awesome, join the Discord then. Absolutely, join that Discord. Should be a link in the description. Wait, so you're making the 1.6 version free when you add Q&A members. What would they be testing? I'm not sure when I'll be doing Q&A. You can kind of consider when I make the 1.6 version available, that's kind of like the beginning of Q&A, because it's like, I know people are just playing it just to try out the new game while it's very early and just kind of get a feel for it and stuff, but people do actually report stuff that they think are bugs, and that can be useful. So I'm kind of using it for that as well. But yeah, it is I hesitated to say whether it'd be on Discord or not. I'm not sure if it's going to be on Discord right where 1.5 is, because right now on Discord the channel it's called demo releases. You get to play 1.5 in there. It's only one playable area, and you get to play with the secretary bird only, but it's in there and you could just download it and play it. What I may do for 1.6 is I may put it on the Patreon thing that we have set up, and I may start with, like, I don't know how I'll do it yet. Like, I'm still new to all that. Like, we were looking at like fundraising coming up soon, but I'm not sure. I'm looking at the options and stuff. What we may do is just put 1.6 on the Patreon thing and set it up so, like, I don't know how they have it set up. Like, I think it's like a membership thing. So like you pay like $1 a month or something like that, depending on, again, the pricing. I don't know. I'm checking on that, but we may put it on there. The purpose of us putting it on there, even though it's not a finished game, would be to help pay for development. You know, somebody's got to pay for assets. Somebody's got to help pay for, like, getting a multiplayer server and stuff like that. Like, that's just doesn't grow on trees. It's not free. So that would help for everyone who wants to do that. And of course, the reward is you play the game. That's one idea I have. Another idea is just put it on the Discord. But then there's the problem of, well, when are we ever going to make this a multiplayer game? So that's why I was saying, like, move that euphemism of move this to the next stage involves putting us in a position where we can actually not only have the single player version of this game, but actually you fire up the game, there's a multiplayer button, you press that, you go into the map, and other players are in there too. That's where I see the future of this game is. It is going to be mostly a multiplayer game. Oh, let me see here. There is still, it feels like something is missing, and it's on the left side. Something's missing on the left side here. I think I might have an idea. May have an idea for what to put on the left side. First, let me try this. Oh, these don't look too bad outside. Let me see here. Let me scroll the questions. Dang, I missed a lot of these questions. Let me see. And will the early version of the game be free for people, then release the final version? And will those versions not be available? I think I already answered, but so my idea is one of the routes, because 1.6 isn't here yet. I haven't made the decision on this, but either A, we're gonna put it on the Discord like we've always done, and it'll be, you just go to the demo releases channel. 1.5 is there. You'll see 1.6 right next to it. You just download it and play it right there. The second option is we just set up like a Patreon, and I don't know their features. This is the reason I'm having a problem saying I'm going to do this or I'm not. I don't know if I can do this, but if we use our Patreon, what we can do is we can raise money by saying here's the game to test, and it's $1 a month to keep access to all the new test builds and stuff, right? So you can test it as much as you want. And I know the thing is people are going to be playing the game. That's the thing. So while people are playing, it really would help out if folks, tossed us $1, $1 a month. That can add up. If we have a lot of people, we might be able to afford a multiplayer server. The third option would have been, well, there's this other service that I don't really know anything about. It's just somebody recommended it to me, so I have to look into it first. But those are the three options. I should say there are two options that I'm seriously considering. The third one is just a suggestion, but either put it on the Discord, and we don't really have a way to do any fundraising off of it, or put it on the Patreon, assuming that it works the way that I think it's going to work, and we can ask for a $1 a month donation. And of course, that's a paywall. So basically, you wouldn't be able to play or test the game while it's on there. But $1 a month sounds very reasonable to me. Let's see. But those are the two main options. I'm thinking about it. Again, haven't made the decision yet. I like to worry about things when it's time to worry about them. I'm not going to worry about like the Steam store pricing right now until I actually have a game to put on Steam. Let me see, what's the other one? We'll be able to jump in 1.6. What functions will be available? Oh, wow. Some enables can jump. Croc can't jump. Is there going to be multiplayer in 1.6? And sorry for all the questions. No problem. There may be limited multiplayer. The form that it would take would be like, if you're online, you can make yourself available as a server. So your game serves as a server for somebody else who wants to join you. And you can set like a limit of, say, maybe 5 players can play on the server with you. For as long as you're online, that server would be there. But when you get offline, your server would not show as available for people to join. It's an optional way to do it. It's kind of like peer-to-peer instead of everyone connected to a dedicated server. But that's the form it would have to take because we don't have a dedicated server. Dedicated servers do cost money, and I don't have that money right now. But if we're able to get folks interested in helping us get a dedicated server, maybe they would join the Patreon. Those $1 a month would be enough to get us a dedicated server. Let's see. If it's $1. Again, I don't know the pricing. I don't know how much they charge for the service. So I might be saying $1, but they might be taking out like 40 cents out of every dollar. You know what I mean? So really it'd be like I'm getting 60 cents a dollar or 60 cents a month per person. But I gotta look and see. But our future is definitely, we need to be thinking about multiplayer. Okay, I kind of like this. So check this out. You go to the, I'm on the other screen. So I kind of like this. Check this out. So you go to the cave and it kind of winds in. This is kind of what I was thinking. It winds in like this, and then you're in the cave. It's not like you can stand all the way out there in the marshlands and see directly into the cave. That's what I was thinking was the wrong way to go about it. So, I don't think we should be seeing directly into the cave from so far away. So maybe I need some more rocks on the sides up towards the crack. Or I can just lower the ceiling. Because that's what That's what's throwing everything off. It looks like it's just open. Let's see if that helps. That kind of helps. Why is it showing the freaking guidelines here? That doesn't look too bad, right? I got real close to getting a kudu, but we have a springbok, but it's like it needs work. I have to work on it, so it's not done in development. But it looks like we're gonna have a springbok before we have Thompson's gazelle, and for a lot of people won't be able to tell the difference. They look very similar. It's just springboks do this weird jumping motion, which I think is where they get their names from. They do this. There's an actual scientific name for it, but they spring up with their backs arched, pronking. That's what it is. They pronk, and I don't know why. They just look funny doing it. Maybe, this looks very, I don't know, it makes the animal look small when you have such giant rocks and stuff around it. Maybe I need to get rid of that and put maybe like some dead trees or something over there. Like even the elephant looks kind of small coming up in here. I'm only a 65% grown leopard, but still. Actually, let's see what it looks like when you're full. Let's go to our leopard adult stats and just go full on. So this is the full-grown leopard. Still looks kind of small. Not a huge problem. You know what? I think part of the thing is these walls, these hilly walls, could probably either be lowered or they can just go altogether. Drop a thing right here real quick. Oop, might have a crash if the thing crashes. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to tune in to the next stream for a great circle. Just in case it crashes. Yep, it crashed. Alright, let me check my log real quick. That was a known issue. I'll bring it back one more time. Luckily, I didn't do too much before the save thing happened. Alright, let me go back and check these questions real quick. So how will becoming a baby work in this game? Will it work kind of like Beast of Bermuda, where you press on the character and it shows the parents, and if they're fertile, you can send them an invite? I'm not sure about Beast of Bermuda, but the way that I see becoming a baby working in this game is, number one, everyone must start as a baby. So if when you get 1.6 downloaded, right? You choose an animal, elephant, giraffe, whatever. You start off as the baby version of the animal, and then you grow into the adult. You can't select the adult and just be the adult. Now, of course, in the future, when we have like community servers and stuff, some people may want to have the option to like maybe do a death match, and so they want the adults for people to be able to select the adult version just right off the bat to fight with it. So that's a possibility in the future, but for right now, everyone has to start off as a baby. Once you become an adult and you reach the sexual maturity of your adult, what you're going to be able to do is find another player with an animal that has the ability to mate, and you guys are going to have to do the mating ritual. In other words, do the mating. Once your animal is pregnant, there's going to be a timer for the animal to give birth, so you're going to have a certain amount of time to find a suitable place to give birth, have the babies be protected, like create a den or whatever you need to do. Make sure you're in a place that's going to have food once the babies grow up. And then the babies can be born. I plan to eventually have it show live births as well as them laying eggs, if it's an egg-laying type of animal, like a snake or alligator or crocodile, that kind of thing. But until I can do that, what I'll probably do is have a designated live birth area, meaning you have to walk up to a bush that has like, you just go to the center of it and just press the button, and then you will be able to give birth right then and there. Once your animal is done developing the baby, gestating, you just go to one of these mating bushes. It's gonna obscure the vision so you can't really see what's happening, and then when you press the button, you can have a little mini you pop out, and it's just gonna be right there with you. And depending on what animal it is, it may be an animal that's capable of moving on its own, or it may have to be in that spot for a little while. So you may have to nurse it yourself with milk, or bring it back food, or just wait for it to get bigger, depending on what it is. And it will show the parents, so it'll automatically, and you can turn this on and off, but it'll put like the name tags of like whatever player is playing the parent, or whatever player is playing what animal. It'll put a name tag above so you can see who's playing what and then what their position in the family group is. So everyone's going to be able to see the same family group markers. So everyone's going to see mother, matriarch, or father, patriarch, or alpha of the family group, and I haven't figured out if there's going to be ranks or anything, like who's going to be the omega, that kind of thing. But like it is going to show like who's the parent of an animal, at least while they are a baby. You know what I mean? And I don't know about lineage just yet, because it would be nice to be able to keep track of that, so like you can kind of see the generations of the animals, and you'll know if you have a third generation animal, fourth generation animal, fifth generation animal, and whether or not rewards come with that. That's a little bit in the future, but that's something that I'm definitely interested in making a big thing into this game. Can you update the version in Discord right now? Oh wait, let me put the go coming back soon. Be right back thing. Can you update the version in Discord right now to version 1.5? That's the only version available in the Discord right now. You just basically download new versions. You can't update them. You just basically, let's say you have 1.4. If you want 1.5, you can just download 1.5 and play 1.5. You could keep them both. You could have version 1.4 on your computer and then also have version 1.5 and play those separately if you want. No real reason to do that. I'm just letting you know, like, there's no update button. You just basically delete the old one and download and install the new one. Or actually, you don't even have to install. You just download it, unzip it because it's going to be a zip folder, and you just press you just play the executable. Do you have Springbok or Kudu? No, we got close to getting Kudu, but we have Springbok. Oh yeah, I already answered those questions. Sorry about that. How will becoming? Oh, I already. Dang it! Did this thing scroll up and I not notice it? Let's see. I mean, how will it work in multiplayer? Like, how will becoming a baby work? Well, you're born a baby. If you become an adult and you want to become a new baby, you would just start a new game as a different animal. Or, I believe we'll have it to where you can accept the invitation of somebody who wants to give birth to an animal, and you would stop being your animal and become the new animal as a baby. As of right now, that's how I see it working. Let's see here. Like when you're in the selection screen, can you press someone if they're pregnant, and you can